right, and welcome home. Or I should say, like, I'm home now. So welcome back to my home, you guys. I have come back. We are done with our awesome vacation halfway across the United States. From North Carolina, we drove all the way to Missouri, almost to Kansas. In fact, we were in Kansas City, which is where my sister got married, on a beautiful farm out there, which is now actually like her in-laws' farm. How fun! My family got bigger. I have a new brother. This is so cool. So we went out and saw my sister get married last Friday, and thank you guys so much, because it is due to your huge support that you guys just are part of our community, that you are excited to share our adventures together, that we like watch the episodes together, that you guys are here, that I was able to even do that. Like, seriously, I can't think of any other job I could have that would have let me leave and go halfway across the country for a few days to be able to see my sister get married on such short notice. And it's phenomenal. So thank you guys from the bottom of my heart and from all of my family for being there and for being the community that helped me so I could go see my little sister get married. And it was a beautiful ceremony. It was on a farm. It was really sweet. The groom, my new brother-in-law, actually, as soon as I arrived, he's like, I know what you want to see. Let me go take you to see the animals. And he showed me the chickens, which I love, and he let me feed the chickens bread. And so you're like tearing the bread up and throwing it in. And it was really funny because I would toss it so it would land in the top of the coop. And it would land down like in front of the chickens, and they'd just be like, whoa, there's food here. Like they just had bread raining from the heavens as far as they were concerned. And then he took me to see the cows, and I would have definitely spent more time. They're huge. I forget how big a cow is, and these are beef cows especially. So they're really big, and I really forget how big a cow is, and so I would have spent more time with them, but their tongues are really slimy, so it took 2 seconds to figure out I'm not going to feed those guys bread because I'm wearing my fine wedding like finery dress stuff that I want to go see my sister get married in, and I didn't want to show up. I didn't want to show up at the wedding like covered in cow slime, but I will admit, when I found out I had the morning free before the wedding, Darling and I went to the Kansas City Zoo, and there were a couple points there where I was pretty convinced I was going to go smelling like the zoo, basically, to my sister's wedding, and Darling just laughed at me, and he was like, people expect that of you. So I almost went to my sister's wedding smelling like a zoo. Thankfully, the hippopotamus that we saw did not decide to do their fancy dung slinging with their tail, so I avoided that because that would have been a little bit interesting. And yeah, he actually wore like his suit. Darling wore his suit that he was going to wear to the wedding to the zoo, and I changed in a Chipotle bathroom from like my zoo clothes into my gown. But I was like, yes, I managed to go to the zoo and see my little sister get married in the same day. So it was awesome. It was so awesome. Actually, I didn't see any meerkats at the Kansas City Zoo, but we also went to the St. Louis Zoo, which blew me away. I grew up next to St. Louis. I grew up in Columbia, Missouri, which is 2 hours away from both Kansas City and St. Louis. But whenever we'd go to the zoo, we would go to the St. Louis Zoo. And it has gotten even better than I ever remembered. It is so amazing there. I really had a fantastic time. So we saw 2 zoos. We went to the Nelson-Atkins Art Museum, and I saw my little sister get married, and we ate amazing, delicious vegan food at all sorts of vegan shops along the way. That was really fun. We just used like Happy Cow, which is this website you can go to find like vegetarian and vegan friendly places to eat or shop if you just want to go to like a grocery store. And we just used that and like hit all these awesome places in Kansas City and St. Louis, and so much fun was had. And I actually really want to tell you guys more about that because it was really awesome. And I did get lots of pictures, tons of video. Oh my gosh, I killed my phone at the St. Louis Zoo. I'm taking so much video. I took so much that my phone died. And so we actually found an outlet. I put my charger in my purse without thinking about it, and I was like, yes, we can do this. So we snuck around the bird aviary in the St. Louis Zoo till I could find an outlet, and I charged my phone. and we took a nap for like 30 minutes. We just kind of were like, okay, well, no one else was here because it was, you know, Wednesday in the middle of winter. No one was at the zoo. It was like we had our own private zoo tour. And we just took a nap on the bench for half an hour while my phone charged and continued to record the rest of the zoo, which was phenomenal, including an absolutely amazing experience with the giraffes in the giraffe barn. So yeah, I have a lot to tell you guys about, and that is kind of making me think that it's probably pretty soon going to be time to revive the vlog channel. I really love being able to have these heart-to-hearts with you guys. Our gaming channel, holy moly, 43,000 people? Hi everybody! Hi! Thank you for joining us on the Pixel Biology channel. I hope you're having a good time and enjoying the adventures and learning a little bit as we go. But as we're getting bigger, I'm figuring that it's kind of time to put kind of the vloggy stuff maybe in its own place, because we have so much coming up. Oh my gosh, I've been keeping really, really quiet. You're going to see one of the secrets I've been hiding from you guys for February in just a minute here. But I've been keeping quiet about the huge things that are going to be coming up in February. And I'm really excited to share it with you. I'm very excited. And basically, lots coming up. And lots of adventures too. Darling, who is willing to go by Chips now, so I'm going to transition. Don't worry, I didn't break up with Darling. I'm just going to start calling Darling Chips, because that's his online alias, like mine is Seri, which is not my real name, even though most of you guys think it is, and that's just fine. But Chips is applying for his PhD programs all throughout the United States, all over like Hawaii, California, Pennsylvania, Iowa, here in North Carolina, all over the place. And we're starting to see responses. And to decide where he's going to go and where we're going to spend the next 5 years of our life while he studies is a big deal. So we're going to be traveling a lot, because it's very important to go and meet with the faculty at these places when you're trying to decide what doctorate program you're going to be in. He's not a doctor, he's getting his doctorate, but he will be a doctor in history, which is really cool if you ask me. So we need to travel and go see those places and decide where we want to live for the next 5 years. So that's going to involve a lot more adventures and going around and trying to find the green places and the fun things. And so I do want to get the vlog channel up so that I can share those with you guys. And just for more of the anybody who's interested crowd, but maybe more for people like my age or older, my peers who are, up in the 20s and up, who just want to see how someone else like in the same age bracket lives. I love watching vlogs, especially of my favorite gaming YouTubers. So if you guys want to see those, the vlog channel is available. It's linked in my little friend list that you have on the side of the main channel page, and I'll start linking it in like the video description of these vlogs too. Oh my goodness, so that's going to be happening, and I'll share the adventures with you guys there, including like when I got to pet King Tut the guinea pig, and oh my goodness, and the naked mole rats. Yes, they were so cute. We'll still have lots of zoo and park things showing up on the main channel, because that's what we're about, blending the natural world and our love of it with video games and producing what we love. So there'll be that, but there'll also be things about my personal goals for the gear, or like how I'm trying to pay off my student loan debt, those kinds of things that I'll have in the vlog channel. So that's kind of what you can expect there. That said, it was a great trip. Seeing my family again was wonderful. I had only seen my mom and dad once in about a year and a half, when I went back to visit them in October for my mom's birthday, and Chips went with me, aka Darling. That's going to take a little while to transition to the new name, because he might, it's getting a little awkward to call him Darling, and everybody else is like, calling him Darling is kind of weird for me, Seri. Is there another name we can use? Chips. That's it. Because he loves playing poker, believe it or not. But it was great to see my parents again. I love them from the bottom of my heart, like to the very top of my dreams. I love my parents, and I love my family with everything I have, and everything that I try to do for life has always been geared towards taking care of them, because as you guys know, my parents are both disabled through really weird, wacky circumstances. So it's kind of sad how that happened, but as the eldest, I've always tried to take care of them, and now things are finally looking like they're going to be okay for everybody, and I am so excited about that. And being able to see them again, and it didn't have to be 2 more years before I got to see my mom and dad, that was amazing. And to see my sister's face, you guys, when I walked in, I'll tell you about something I had to give up in just a minute here, to pick between my sister's wedding or another amazing life opportunity that was given to me. And I picked my sister's wedding, and I don't regret it at all. And I knew as soon as the choice was there that I would pick my sister's wedding and I would have no regrets. But the moment that I was allowed to walk in while she was getting ready to come out, and she was wearing her wedding dress, and I hadn't seen her yet on the whole trip because we'd been working our way to get to her. And it was about 20 minutes before the ceremony was going to start, because it was just small, fast, a little intimate ceremony with just the family. And I walked back into the house, through the kitchen, turned the corner, and saw my sister standing there facing away from me. My hands are shaking because the memory just means so much to me. But I turned and I saw her standing in her wedding dress, and I saw the way our cousin was putting the flowers up in her hair, and I saw her friend taking pictures of her, and I just saw her profile in that beautiful dress, and just everything that it represented hit me. And she turned and she saw me, and she just let out like this happy cry and ran at me, and we just hugged and cried and hugged and cried, and they were like, no, don't cry, you're gonna ruin your makeup, we just finished it. And we're laughing and trying not to cry, and just that moment, that hug that she gave me right then, all of it was worth it. All of it was worth it to see her right at that exact moment. Just that moment, that spark between us as sisters. And we really hated each other growing up, or at least I was not a nice child, and I was not a nice teenager, and I matured into a nice adult. And so it meant so much to come together as two adults and just know that I was there for her wedding. And thank you. I was there because of you guys, because of your support, and because of you guys I was able to go and be there for that moment, and it's going to be etched into my heart for the rest of my life. So thank you very much. All right, but I'm babbling a little bit. Basic gist of things is that I am home. I am deeply happy and excited, and there's so much we have coming up in February. I've been putting off a lot of the things that we're going to be doing pretty soon, like the Warrior Cats Sims 3 series, this Life as a Stray Pack series, like a little legacy series we're going to have with the stray packs, the horse challenge, all those things in Sims 3. Oh, goodness. I mean, the dinosaur zoo we're going to be working on in Minecraft, the horse breeding specialty and farm and kind of harvest mooning village we're going to have in Minecraft as well. All of those things we're going to start singing, and it's going to be amazing. And I also have a couple surprises. So I'm going to go ahead and show you just really quickly a couple sneak peeks at the kind of stuff you can see in future vlogs, probably over the vlog channel. And then I will show you one of the secrets I've been sitting on for February. And then I'm just going to get started, like recording all the adventures and really diving back into it to share with you guys. So, really cute thing I thought I'd show you guys. If you guys remember, Chips' mom gave me this for Christmas. Beautiful teacup. Apparently my family is really getting the idea that I love drinking tea. I don't actually drink caffeinated tea. I just drink herbal teas, peach tea all the way. But I do like some, loose leaf green tea now and then. And so my dad, my parents live on a very limited budget, so getting a present from them is like a huge deal. That's why we're not very materialistic in my family, because it's like, there needs to be food and the electricity needs to be on, and everything after that is like, you mean there might be some pennies left over, but things are getting much better that way too. And so my dad was able to give me a little present, and here it is. Look at it. Isn't it cute? Isn't it cute? I just wanted to show you guys. It's so cute. Look at him. Look at him. It's amazing. It's a little dolphin tea infuser. So what you do is you put your loose leaf tea in here, and then you put your little dolphin so he sits over the edge of your cup right there. And then that's how you can get your tea. And I thought that was absolutely adorable. So there's that from my dad. And then, I'll show off the things, even though we're not really a thing kind of family. Mostly in the vlog channel, I think it'll just be showing off my specimens that I have that I really love. Like this one right here. You guys ready for this? This is a specimen my mom gave me, and she offered it to me when I visited her in October, and I couldn't bring it home with me because there was no way I could get it on the plane safely. So this is bigger than my head. This is an Australian conch that she got because she's huge into seashell collecting now. Ever since the Ocracoke trip that we went on together a couple years ago, which I have tons of vlogs in the vlog channel, or the vlog playlist on the main channel that you can see. That was amazing. Oh, look at this thing. Isn't it fantastic? It's just huge. It's huge. This conch is awesome. But she actually has 3 of them, and this was an extra that she had that she offered me, and I brought it home now. They say you can hear the ocean if you stick your little head in there. I could almost stick my whole face in here. This is awesome. But this is based off of a conch. So we'll actually, do some special videos looking at this a little closer, looking at the species that it is, its lifestyle, its history, its habitat, if it's endangered or if its habitat isn't endangered in the future, because this is this is the awesomeness. This is what Specimen Saturday is all about. And I know I haven't done Specimen Saturday and Exhibition Sunday in a long time. I'm going to try to fix that. But yeah, my mom has a few of these, and she actually puts air plants inside of them. So I'm going to put an air plant in this thing in the future. It's amazing to think we're going to be moving in August. That's probably pretty for sure on one place. We've gotten a totally affirmative for one place for Chips, aka Darling, for where we might move, but we could be moving anywhere right now. So that's part of the fun of the vlog channel, is that you guys will hear about those adventures as we try to decide where we are spending the next 5 years of our life. It's a big deal. But yeah, this is from my mom, and cute little tea infuser from my dad. And then finally I wanted to show you one last little surprise that popped up, and I was really excited to come home and find it waiting for me. But I have actually been talking for quite a while now, and some of you guys will know who this is and some of you won't. But I've been talking for the last few months with the Yarny crew, with the Unravel developers. So Dan from the Unravel PR team has contacted me, and it kind of blew me away because that's the first time a company has ever really reached out and been like, hey, you're a cool YouTuber, we have cool things. And a few others have, it. I've always turned them down because it didn't fit with my philosophies of what I want to see for our channel. And I can't believe I'm holding a Yarny right now. Isn't that amazing? I was going to take him on a little adventure for this vlog, but it is pouring rain outside right now. So that's why he didn't go out. But this is Yarny, and he comes from the Unravel game. And I'm going to be playing Unravel for those guys. They're not paying me, so I don't think it's considered sponsored, but they're going to give me the key so I can play it. And if you guys watch E3, then you may remember the gentleman who was the lead developer, or I think the creative designer. The idea sparked from him for Yarny, and it was the guy who was shaking and so nervous but so excited to show off his creative project. And it's really funny because before they contacted me, that was the only thing I remembered about E3, was that there was somebody there who was like trembling because he was so nervous on stage. And I have huge social anxiety, believe it or not. I'm getting better as the years as a YouTuber go by, but I remember seeing him show off Yarny, and he was like shaking, and you could just sense his excitement and his dedication to his project. And I come from a family of artists, so first and foremost, being an artist and a storyteller, it meant a lot to see somebody who was that into their projects. So I've been talking with the Unravel group, and Unravel comes out on, I think, this Tuesday. Yeah, the 9th. And I know it's the 9th because it's also the release date of the Sims Garden Stuff Pack, which I'm thinking of doing a reaction video to in just a bit. But I'm really excited to have this guy to show off to you, and not in the like, yay, like, he sent me swag sort of way, but because the whole game is about building memories. And I think that's really like one of the most important things you can have in life. And that's kind of where the story comes from, of being able to see my sister. Because I've been talking with Dan, who's been so awesome, and just really shown me a lot of the spirit that they have in the community behind the game. And for me, that's really fun because it's like, hey, you guys are storytellers too. It's different when it's a game that tells a story versus like a pew, 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 pew sort of game. Pew, 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 pew. And I've been talking with him for a long time, and apparently he liked me well enough that even though we're pretty, we're still a middle-sized community, it's kind of amazing how we're growing, but they actually invited me out to California for a sneak peek playthrough of Unravel. They invited me out to California. Me, little old me, who started this whole thing telling like really badly done Sim stories, Sim YouTube videos. They invited me out. They would fly me out to California, pay for my hotel and my food, which I hope means that they would have paid for something vegan. And they offered to let me have exclusive like sneak peeks and record and get everything ready. And really, like, that's the deepest of the inside scoops you can get as a YouTuber. And I was blown away. It meant a lot for me on a professional level. And you guys, I hope, can understand this sentiment, to have gone from just, a person doing their hobby, and then it grows enough that you can start paying your cell phone bill, and then it grows enough to where you're like, holy moly, this is my job now. This is my deep honor of my job, is being able to tell stories and build a community and trying to make a difference in this world through leaving happiness and making new memories with people. And so they invited me out to California for this, and I was blown away. And then I saw the date, and it was last Friday on the 29th. And so I sat there, and for about 2 heartbeats, I let myself be disappointed because I already knew what my answer was going to be. And I told them I can't go because that's my little sister's wedding. And they told me that that was a wonderful thing, that I picked family over work. And I really like that. Then I came home and I was a little worried because like somebody offers you a free trip, all this, like they're gonna wine and dine you so that you can hopefully have a good positive review of their game. And that's the other thing that actually I thought was kind of ironic, is Unravel is all about making memories or remembering memories, and kind of the themes of love and loss and learning that family is all about. And I sat there and I was like, there's no way I can go out and meet these people, these creative developers who are making a game over those themes, by missing my sister's wedding. And so it seemed more fitting to go to my little sister's wedding. And then I came back and I found Yarny waiting for me on my doorstep. And I thought that was really fun. And so in a very interesting way, like already I haven't even played Unravel yet. And it's just fun to see how it all came together, and now it has a different meaning for me. And yeah, just that I went to my sister's wedding and I made memories, and I came home and found this little guy. And yeah, we're just gonna have to see what adventures we go on. So there's gonna be more of this guy. Like I said, they're not paying me. It's just, I love storytelling and I really have respect for storytellers. And it means a lot to see a game that's focused on those kinds of positive themes come out between the pew 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 pews too. So there's Yarny. I think I'm gonna let him ride. Let's see how this looks. I let him ride in my seashell for a little bit. And that's the fun story of how they were kind enough and investing enough, there's definitely still a business aspect to it, to invite me out to EA in California so that I could play Unravel. And I turned them down because I had my sister's wedding to go to. And I got a giant seashell in the bargain too, and it's amazing. And I got to see my family. And I got to go to 2 zoos and the art museum, all because of you guys. And this is just the beginning of a huge, amazing rush of adventures and this fantastic year we're gonna have together. And already it's been one of the best years of my entire life in just 1 month. And I'm just so happy to be here with you guys. I'm so happy to share all of this with you. So we've got a lot coming up, including little Yarny. And actually, I have some more surprises as far as that's concerned. And I hope you guys don't mind if I'm excited, because they've just been really nice to me. And like I said, they're not paying me. It's just, I love the idea. I'm a storyteller. I really like that. And I've got my little tea infuser and memories and videos of giraffes and naked mole rats, which I saw for the first time, and they're so cute. Oh my gosh, and tree kangaroos. Chips didn't even know what a tree kangaroo was, so that was really cool to introduce him to that. And I saw my first hippopotamus. It just kind of like, it was asleep. It just had its little nose like pressed to the ground and was sound asleep the whole time. Saw my first hippo. We saw tons of awesome artwork. I tell you what, you ever want to have like a really fun day, take a historian with his master's degree in Chinese history to one of the best Chinese like ancient artwork places in the world, which is, well, not in the world, but in the United States at least, which is at Nelson-Atkins. And he could tell me about each and every piece, or at least context of where it would have been produced, and it was really cool. So I've had an amazing journey, and I'm glad to be home and able to start sharing more of our adventures on not only our series, but just, you know, the vlogs, the animals. We got a great video of a kestrel that we ran into while on our walk today. So all of that. And thank you guys. Thank you for being along for the adventure and for making all of the little memories. And I hope you'll still be there with me as we start doing more things like this, just because it's awesome. It's all part of a big adventure. All right. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for your support while I was off on my vacation, and I am so happy to be home. So until next time, guys, more stuff is going to be coming out. If you have questions about what kind of series are going to be showing up for the month, let me know what you want to see sooner. It would really help if I saw, like, do you want the warrior cats? Do you want the life as a stray pack? Do you want the horses in Sims 3? Do you want, like, the Minecraft zoo or the farming side series? Or the Minecraft zoo? Where would you do that? I meant the dinosaur, like, park. Or do you want the, like, farming series in Minecraft? They're all coming, and there's more coming, including like Unravel, and there's the new Sims 4 thing that's coming out. It's just quite the adventure to get them all out there. So I will see you guys later, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. And remember, guys, stay curious. Bye, guys.